Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So hey, this video I'm calling it these are about the comments on the video I did about why I think this is why some black women with children and women in general don't get assistance from others. So I'm calling this Hood Life is About to Go Night Night. Let's go ahead and get to the comments, and then I'm going to tell you what happened. A conversation this weekend. So this person says, Crystal B 9706 says, I dropped a friend of mine because she was a single mom with too many kids and too many issues, and I didn't want to be a part of that. She says she needs help, but she kept getting pregnant. I'm not going to help her so she can go have more babies. There you go. They got a safety net. Who's safety net? You, the ones who want to help. So Pinoyer in the foyer. Pinoyer in the foyer says, you were very smart in their friendship. Okay. Don't let them tug on your guilt, tug your heart, start feeling guilty. Yes, she is right. You are very smart in that friendship. Single moms, like you described, get very desperate enough to set you up for a robbery and even the R word. Oh my goodness. And people say, she would never. You don't know that. They will set you for robbery. And don't forget, that's why I said, something happened this weekend. I was talking to a friend of mine, and it's interesting how people pocket watch. Check out pocket watch too. Ooh, what's this about? You know what I mean? But it's interesting how people get a little pocket watching on, and they don't seem to understand hood life is about to go night night. And here's what I mean by that. So I remember this young woman. She was telling me, one of my homegirls back in the day. She kept dealing with Dusties and bringing all these problems, and I'm not supporting a man. I don't care about you. Your boyfriend. She wanted me to loan her $1,000. It was crazy. So she could, guess what, ladies and gentlemen, help get her man a car. That was funny. No, the guy doesn't even have a job. So it was like you're picking up dust with your educated self, but this is what you like, and then you're calling my phone with it. I'm not doing it. He can be with you all Buddha, spend the night, Saturday night. Oh, my tires are flat. Can you come, girl? Look at me? Do you think I know how to change a tire? I have an idea. I've never done it. So I knew what it was. Let me guess. You didn't really want. You knew I wasn't going to come and change a tire. So you knew you expect me to go and I guess get my husband. Well, can y'all come? I said, girl, I don't loan him out like that. Where's your boyfriend that was there Saturday night? The one that doesn't work? She said she'd called him and called him. It had been 2 hours and she was stranded. And guess what? He didn't show up and neither did we. You got to learn a hard lesson. You keep on picking up these bombs. He never did come. And this might be your lesson. So no, he didn't come and neither are we. It's on a Sunday evening. We're watching a movie, chilling. We're not coming. You might want to call AAA. So she was telling me about there was, unfortunately, in the family, an African dude had unalived uh, a young black man, and it was one of those things where the young black man had an apartment. Again, you got to watch the company you keep, and sometimes you even have to watch the company of people that you know that they keep. So it was someone that his girlfriend knew, and his girlfriends had a girlfriend to come over. She brought her a raggedy um, fresh off the boat boyfriend from Africa over here. So they had a child. So the fool came over there and asked him to be quiet. African guys get really loud, really loud, really loud. It's like, hey man, can you kind of keep it quiet? Do you know the African man pulled out a gun and shot and killed him? Shot and killed him because a man asked him to be quiet in his own home because they have a child. Just shot and killed him. I tell you, it's unbelievable. Anyway, so some people are taxing. And so when that happened, she was like, oh, well, they can call so and so. I'm like, call who? Because the guy was young, there was no life insurance. They can call so and so. And it was like, oh, yeah, it was a grandmother in the family who had a starter home, raised the kids in the home, and she still kept it. And I guess she'd come into some little change. And, she was smart. She didn't go bald and just held her money. And she was like, well, they can call her. and she can pay for the funeral. And I was like, wow, does it occur to you that the woman, you mentioned it before, you don't think she gets tired every time you look up, something goes wrong, you want to call her. It doesn't occur to you that that's her money. If I were her, stop answering the door. You want her to sit up here and just pay, she can pay for it. This is really some this is some Negro economics, and it's not good. It's like, dang. They think you're an ATM is automatically, your money is an ATM, automatically their money. It doesn't work like that. So it was too much with her, had to part ways. It's just, it was too toxic. Toxic. So something that came up, and the reason I brought that story up is the same thing with a situation with the educated baby mama, but she likes to pick up a thug. And see, you can hold it down until maybe sometimes the economy has a different kind of lesson for you. And you're like, uh-oh. Yeah, I got a little problem. So you've been holding it down and you've been all Gucci good until things kind of change up a little bit. And then of course the man you've been supporting, he been chilling, he runs off. And I already said, I said, I never met him. I said, but my communication with her, I said, I'm getting thug vibes. And he was a thug day one. I said, I'm getting thug vibes. And I noticed she doesn't talk about him. And then I said, my thing is, I said, see, this is where it gets kind of dangerous. In my opinion, it gets kind of dangerous. I said, because when these women, they've been holding it down for their man, if they even give the hint of trying to go, oh, you know what, I'm going to put him on child support because you need him to do something. I'm not getting involved in anybody's drama. I'm just not, I've learned, leave it alone. Like the person this weekend, you have to do what you want to do. Isn't everybody? Oh, I'm having a happy weekend. I found something that I love. I can afford to buy it, thank God. And then the lady come with a discount. Oh my God. Woo, so happy. Get my girlfriend's opinion. Then, oh, so-and-so, so-and-so. And then here you come, the haterade. So I've learned to leave people alone. Let them handle their own thing. So somebody said, I said, yeah, just the thing about it, I said, you have to be really careful because when women get in these situations, some people will say, well, hey, what she's going to have to do, she's going to have to put him on child support. Boop. I'm backing the train up. You want to know why? Because I know by doing these videos on YouTube, if you start telling these men that you're going to put them on child support, well, those guys might have a tendency to kind of go off. She's lost her job. She's going through her savings. He hasn't been paying for the kids. She gets desperate. That might be the next move. So he may have the tendency, when you tell them about child support, man, some of them, they become unglued. So imagine taking her in and those two kids. And see, these Dusties, they know how to circle the wagon. They know how to circle the wagon. Oh, hey, they're checking on you and the kids. No, he wants to know where you've landed, if things have gotten better. How about they check on you with a check, an actual child support payment? Something. So no, sometimes they want to, see what's going on. Wonder how Shawty doing. Did she make it okay? I wonder if her circumstance improved. Because if it has improved, then he may return. Okay? Oh, okay, it's safe. Okay, he be doing his hand like Birdman. Let me go on back over there. She got everything handled. No. I said, so can you imagine? I said, where she's trying to go, it's not going to happen. So here we have an older person who's worked hard, been successful, beautiful, 5-bedroom home, 4.5 bath, 3-car garage. Already, it's been a hint. Well, that person has room. And by the way, she's single. She's already raised her one child and she's divorced, never remarried. So it's just her in that home. That person has room. Maybe they do. But that person is like, I'm not entertaining it. Why? They like peace of mind. Some people actually like being alone and they're not lonely. Believe it or not. Some people are in relationships and they're lonely. So it's like, Oh, but she got, it's only one person. That's that person's home. That's who's work. That's who worked for it. That's their setup. Well, she got it's a total. If you got 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bad, and she's sleeping in one, it amazes me how people are so ignorant. You want to dictate somebody's thing, so I guess she can work in a house full of people. Sure. Why don't you do it? Very ignorant because that person has room and they don't want you in it. I thought to myself, and we discussed it. Can you imagine? Like I said, she might think about putting her baby daddy on some child support, and then what if he does? What if she finally does get so desperate, and you've taken her in? Well, I just thought I want to stop by, see where you are, where I just want to see the kids. No, he wants to see where she's landed because it might be an opportunity. He might rob the house. If he sees that house where it's located, oh my gosh, he's probably want to go. He might try to move in or start stealing. It might be a robbery. I just want to see the kids. Well, if you want to see them so bad, he can see them permanently and come pick up the kids and raise them until the mom gets on her feet. See, hood life is about to go night night. People are circling the wagon. They see what the young women bring into their lives. They see the young women don't want to listen. They already know everything. So when you get in a situation, you're looking at so and so has room. What's she doing with 4 bedrooms? What she wants to do is her house. People are circling the wagon. They already know. No. That's why I said, man, if where he comes from, the kind of person what I perceive based on information, the things she says, where he come from, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a rough part of town. Oh yeah. He's used to a house where everybody's stacked up, one person working. It's just crazy. Grandma got a chick or something like that. It's just crazy. And the women up in there are still getting pregnant. What the hell is this? So if he comes to a house that looks like a little mini mansion, especially to him, oh my goodness, he might think it's $1 trillion house. What do you think he's going to do? Who wants him there? So and so's got room. Well, they got that. Yeah, and that's that person's property. That's their house. Unfortunately, what's going to happen? A lot of women are going to learn again. The fact that you've aligned yourself, you carry the seed of poverty, people just don't want that energy near them. They don't. You carry the seed of poverty, and you wonder why people don't want to deal with thee. And you might be a decent person, made a mistake. I get it. Or you've gone and you've evolved. But just the sheer presence, that's how dangerous these guys are. And people don't want to take the chance. I'm like, can you imagine? Then you ask her to leave, you're going to have to do an eviction. She might start tearing up the property, and then what? He can come over here. I'm staying here now. Oh, no, no, no. People, I'm telling you, hood life is about to go night, night. It really, really is. They're even saying now, I don't see how this is possible. They're shortening the roll so people to sign up to get help for like Section 8 and stuff. How is that possible? I'm not understanding more folks need it more than ever. That tells me they're probably not giving out as much help. That's how I interpret that. Hood life again. I think it's about to go night night. I really do think so. I really do think so. I hate to say it. It's sad. And they will set you up something badly. Would not be surprised. Would not be surprised. Check this one out. So, Crystal B says, first two baby daddies are dead. She's talking about, I guess, a previous case. They died in an exact same way. Murder. Third baby daddy is a guy who married her and sponsored her and had 3 kids to leave her in impoverished country and live with him in his first world country, but she didn't respect her husband, and the husband left her homeless with 4 kids. Now they're divorced, and he doesn't pay child support. Fourth baby daddy was a co-worker of her husband. Wow. And 14 years her junior. She gave birth to baby number 5 at age 39, and baby daddy number 4 told her and everyone in plain English that he doesn't want to be with a woman who has 5 kids. Baby daddy number 4 moved to a new place and didn't tell my friend his new address because she kept showing up to his old address unannounced and wouldn't leave when asked to. See? Now they got real desperate. now has gotten real desperate. Again, people are circling the wagon and they are shunning the women with children, especially by these dust buckets. They don't want the drama. Check this out. Too Adorable says, my mom got burned for helping out a single mother and never again. Her kid tried to set my mom's house on fire. The mom stole pretty much anything that wasn't bolted to the ground. My mom didn't even ask her for rent. She would get upset when the grandkids came around during the holidays, bought my nieces and nephews electronics. She called names because I didn't give her kid a tablet. 5 years of her living there, and she wanted to take my sister to get signed over the deed to my mom's place because she was living there. See, don't get help trying to hurt. That's why I'm telling you the hood life about to go night night. People are circling the wagons. Guess what? They're not trying to hear it. They are circling the wagons and they're backing the train up. She said we got rid of her and haven't spoken to her since. And her kids think me, my mom, and sisters are wrong for not talking to her. Her ex-husband called us laughing, saying, I told her she was the problem, and her baby daddy still ain't SHIT. Or as I say, CHIT chit. Hood life about to go night night. Why? I think more and more of these women are going to see it's difficult. People losing jobs left and right. You are there to pretty much, just to be honest, to consume the resources, and the people don't want it, baby. They don't. They don't want that drama. Can you believe this? Try to set the house on fire. It's something. It's enough you live in there for free. Do you know how many people want to go to school or a business owner? If they would stay with someone for free for 5 years, man, that business could be popping because they don't have to pay rent. See, what's going to happen, in my opinion, when I say hood life about to go night night, a lot of them are going to find themselves probably, and really like homeless, like maybe in a homeless shelter on the bridge. And it's sad is that that's what it might take for them to realize, what are men? Where are all the men? So it's all on you. Hood life. It's going to be a hard lesson, but I do believe it's about to go night night. Some of them are going to find themselves in a hard position. Nobody's coming. Like I said, that case there, I was like, can you imagine? So and so has room. So you're looking at someone's beautiful home, and like she was the one was saying, oh no, with those kids running around like that, spilling furniture. Nobody wants Kool-Aid wasted on their Fortuny fabric. I'm gonna have a darn fit. My little end's hard to come by. We got two spots. Oh no, no, no. Like somebody calling me now. I already know what time it is. You want to know where I am, not because you care, but you're trying to find out. Where are you located? Because you're thinking one thing. I'm not doing it. Even I have stuff, stuff stored there. I'm not doing it. I don't want it. I'm not gonna even entertain it. Don't get help trying to hurt. This is why hood life about to go night night. A lot of them are going to find themselves in a very dangerous situation where they're going to be pretty much on their own. You see them now. One lady sitting up here with 6 kids living in a van. Why won't someone take her in? And then you see teenagers too. Oh wow. I'm. It may sound mean. I just wouldn't do it because the teens, you know how they can get. I saw some little teenage females. I know. I hate to say it, and it's really sad. It's really sad. That's why, again, I'm saying hood life is about to go night night. Because a lot of people that's been helping, they see how they've gotten hurt trying to help, trying to set the house on fire. So I guess everybody be homeless then. Again, hood life. Oh, it's about to go night night. Adana Princess. Adana Prince, it is what it is. She says, I hope she's able to find housing for her and her children. Sadly, other single mothers have made it hard for those. Yes, other single mothers have made it hard for those that need help. Bridges got burned. Child, they trying to burn the house down. Or baby daddy came in acting a fool, stealing, or causing problems. Hello. People are afraid to help single mothers in need. People don't want to deal with additional issues and liabilities. That's it. That's exactly it. They don't want to deal with it. Again, hood life. I think it's about to go night night. And it's not about being mean, it's about self preservation. Self preservation. Wow. Black Girl Unsolved said the increasing numbers of single mothers in the Black community is at an all time high. And all government funding and nonprofit resources are becoming limited. Yes, very limited. And this is why most of them never got out of poverty. Yes. So the same thing what she just said. The government funding and nonprofit is becoming limited. That's why I was like, you gotta be kidding me. They're talking about, I'm like, how is that possible? So that, yes, I just saw that report that the funding for government lending and all that assistance, they're saying it's dwindling down. So what does that tell you? Not that the people don't need the help. Oh no, it's telling you they. All I can think of, they must be cutting it off. They must be cutting it off because I'm like, that can't be. No more money is put for those programs. Is how I can interpret that. Government funding and non yes, it's becoming very limited. And when I saw that on the government funding, I was like, that can't be because people got to be applying for it and stop and think. They can apply for it, doesn't mean you're going to get it. Why? That tells me they're not going to increase those. They're not about to start increasing funding. Well, we're going to have more baby mamas coming, and that's going to be on you. I saw that report and I thought, wow. I'm like, you would think more people are applying for it? No. They can apply you want to. But if the resources are cut, if they're going to be limited, that lets you know only a limited amount are going to go ahead and get it. That's why I said it blows my mind how people think they can keep on this trajectory of having all these kids and the kids are wild and acting crazy, and they're the reason for more police intervention, phone calls, resources, destroying people, places like Chicago downtown, running off the businesses, running off the tax dollars, and you think it's going to be, hey, no, it's not. They're going to deal with you a different way, and that's why the ones that now see the light are up there hollering, send them back. Oh, no, 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 no. No one's going back. You wonder why they're putting a whole lot of Black people out of those, what do you call those apartments, the Section 8 facilities. You wonder why they putting you out. You didn't see this coming. Again, we try and talk to you, and I know sometimes I raise my voice. So what? This is we got a freaking issue going on here. Now, now you know. We've been trying to tell you. Now you know. You think it's gonna keep all this crazy activity going on, and it's not gonna be anything? They're gonna let you just slide with taking over downtown. Hey, hey, hey. Harassing people trying to go to work. Robbing people trying to go to work. Companies leaving. It's all strategic. Why do you think the immigrants were placed in those places? They didn't go ahead and choose Dubuque, Iowa first. Chicago. Why? It's a problem. See, they speak a language that you don't understand because you know what? Some of my people don't even have common sense. Baby doll, they're operating on a whole. Play chess if checkers if you want to. They're playing chess. They've got critical thinking skills. So they're not gonna come to you and say, hey y'all, like me with my loud mouth, we got a problem. Y'all better stop it. We ain't trying to hear you mind your own business. You don't worry about over here. Hey, we gotta find a way to make a living without these companies because listen, when things shut down, we gotta keep our money coming in. We gotta find a way. Anybody ask you nothing? You might don't you worry about it. Listen, this behavior that we're exhibiting, the parents gotta get the kids under control. We have to stop the fatherless home. They ain't trying to hear about all that. Now look at you. I already said they're gonna starve you out. Again, in closing, I'm gonna stop the video here because it's been going on kind of long, and I'm still trading as I'm actually doing my video, y'all. Look here, I like literally got my neck on the swivel. I got 4 laptops up. Did you hear me? 4 laptops. So I'm doing my video with you guys, and thanks for listening. And then I got 3 laptops up with 3 different accounts to trade on. So yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's this is going to kind of long. So yeah, this is what I pretty much do all day. But yeah, it's things like that. You try to have a conversation, but the BC ain't trying to hit anybody at you chick. Man, you won't bid it. You trying to pose your views. Oh, okay. Your ass gonna be sitting up here starving. Hopefully, I don't think I will. We've been trying to tell you. Now look. We want them going. Ain't nobody going nowhere. What's gonna happen? You're gonna see role reversals. They're gonna be inside shelter, and some of the BC gonna be outside living. No joke. Yes, so Black Girl Unsolved must have saw the same. I'm like, what? They're not going to add more money to all this government to house people. I think somebody going to be knocked off and somebody going to be put on. My God, I wonder who. Boo. It ain't hard to figure out. They are limiting those resources. Oh, my voucher, and I couldn't find anything. Why? Maybe because of that behavior. See, a lot of our people, even the women, Dustinas, they don't think, they just do. You got all these kids who you didn't think this through. Now I want some help. Like the lady said, my home, I said, I don't blame you. They coming in, running all wild, wasting stuff on it. So and so, don't, honey, can you go? No food over there. Why? Well, in my house, and you don't have one. You and somebody else is too dumb. Now, kids gonna run around. So guess what? I have a news flash. People are not gonna go ahead and argue with you, baby mama, with your kid, you and your cheering, 11 men cheering. They're not gonna argue with you. What's happening right now? You're getting the silent treatment. They're declining you. Sometimes I haven't heard from anybody. Oh, yes, you have, baby. The lack of an answer, that's your answer. So, yes, I hate to say this, but I think it's going to be through a starve them out technique, which may sound kind of crazy. Baby, hood life. If you lose your job, you lose the resources that you need to survive, and those resources are not replenished. Again, if you lose your job and you lose the resources that you need to survive, and those resources are not replenished, please tell me what happens, boo. You won't be able to keep your car. You won't be able to keep a roof over your head, your residence. And then the people you thought were safe, you're going to go ahead and try to use them to tide you over. They don't show up. What's going to happen? You're going to have a hard lesson, a painful lesson. I'm afraid you're going to have more single mothers with children. You're going to think they're homeless now. It's going to really get bad. And then people that have resources to help you, they stop taking you in. Going to learn a hard lesson. And you're not going to correct this overnight. Again, since we can't have a conversation, since our people don't want to listen, hard-headed, ignorance permeates the group, a lot of our people. So since no one can tell you anything, and you're hard-headed, very stubborn, they say you think education is ignorance, is expensive, try ignorance. So as I said before all this went down, they're going to starve you out. It's plain as day. Zaddy, he's tired. Look like the government funding for the BC. They're even cutting funding for the DEI program. Don't see what's going on. And then turn around. So we got to fight the WS, I guess, what the white supremacists. Then we got to fight the dealers, black folks. So you look at it. When our people, we can't build. Someone always try to tear us down. So it's hard to even get money to fund things, start a business. So now you look at it. Then the ignorance among us, they sit up there and they align themselves with the white supremacists. Yeah, I'm gonna help tear it down. That's right. Cause they use their own money now. I'm gonna steal from them. Just put them out of business. I'm gonna shoot. Pop, 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 pop. What you gonna do then? When you lose your resources that you do have, that you need to survive, you lose those, and you can't replenish them. What do you think happens then? And it's sad. That's why I say hood life. Oh, it's about to go night night. It is. Anyway, video went longer than I anticipated. You all, thanks so much for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Be safe, be alert. There's a lot of danger out there. Ladies, be selfish. Please be selfish. If you don't put you first, darling, I don't know who will. And I'm out.